discussed? 15 and 14, what else?
22.
Did someone say 19? Or no? 22? 22. All right, so we're on to number 22. Number 22, the paragraph, so it's where should we place sentence 5? So let's read sentence 5. Let's look for those flowing clues. Sentence 5 says, Berlin advocated using soil extraction, removing small amounts of soil from under the tower's north side. Is there anyone here who doesn't know what advocate means? Because if you don't, this could have been why we got it wrong. Do we know what advocate means? How would you define advocate roughly? Support, yeah, advocate, you speak in favor of.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you advocate something, you probably should advocate it before you actually do it. So that's a huge timing clue. And so if we look in sentence 2, he began the years-long process. Like, he's already doing it. So it better be before that.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna have to be after sentence 1.
Okay.
Next. 30? This type of question has caused us trouble before. It's the parallel comparison. I think last week we got tripped up on, we were comparing what someone did versus what someone else did. And this week, what are we comparing? We're not comparing positions. We're comparing the training period of PAs with,
training period.
it has to be training period compared to training period. And if those of you who chose to delete it, you end up comparing the training period as being shorter than the physicians. I don't know how short the physicians are, but hopefully they're taller than the training period. Well, I'm not sure how long the training period. So we have to compare. So what you have to do, once you isolate what we're talking about, we must either repeat the words training period or find a pronoun to replace it. And they always find a pronoun. But it's a training period which is singular, so we have to say that for, not those.
Okay.
So that 30, that should be C. In case anyone was wondering, B also says that. Why should it be C instead of B?
32.
Because it said for. That's what the previous one said. The training period for, that for. It's got to be totally parallel. 32. Those of you who chose A, this sounds like a nice idea, except it's not true if you look at the data.
Yeah, I almost picked guess and then I was like, maybe I should check.
Yeah, if you look, how many physicians are there in 2025 estimated? 216,000. PAs, 42,000, so that's significantly fewer. So we have to say no because it's not accurate.
37. I probably should have gotten this, but because it was like consistent with the previous examples.
Okay, he could withstand a bursting shell. So he could run faster than a train, he could leap, he could do all these physical feats of strength, and lifting a car over his head seems like a feat of strength. What about B, hold down a regular job? Yeah, no, that doesn't match with outrunning a train. To wear a bright blue costume is a little bit silly. And then live in a big city, yeah, nothing matches up except the feat of strength. Next.
43.
Have we got 40 okay? Okay. You gotta give them what they want, and what do they want? A conclusion. We need to conclude or complete the Silver Age discussion. And if you look at option option A, I have no idea if we're done talking about the Silver Age or not. If you look at option B, it says the distinction between later stages of comic book history are less well-defined than the one between Gold and Silver Ages. Am I done talking about Silver Age yet, though? Doesn't sound like it. And then C says that the Silver Age drew to a close, and that completes it. That gives them exactly what they're wanting. Now, I think B and D are perfectly legitimate things to say, but they don't give the completion. And then what did you say next?
43.
43, the 3 C's, the same discipline and the same lousy transition that we have to rely on. But look at this. If we're talking about the comic book sales declining, right? And in the Bronze Age of comic books, it went even worse. Nothing could stop the decline. Look at what it says. It has failed. It says the complete relaunch. There's diminishing returns, and the complete relaunch of the superhero line failed to arrest the steep 2-decade decline of comic book sales. Comic book sales, bad for Bronze Age. Afterwards, no transition was more successful than from gold to silver. So gold to silver, successful, bronze, bad. Does that contrast in any way? Sorry? I think it's illogical. I think it's a logical connection, if you ask me. That, well, the gold to silver age was the best. Why? Because bronze was bad. So I don't think it contrasts, I don't think it goes logically against. Furthermore, I want you to take a look at options B, C, and D. All three of them show contrast, which should make you suspicious. Not all contrast words are absolutely interchangeable, mind you, but yet and however, why could I not use one or the other? In which case, probably all the contrasts are wrong. And I think it's a logical connection. Then or therefore, right? Since the Bronze Age was so bad, therefore the best transition was the gold to silver. And then is on our list of causality, right? And that's what's happening there. And then 44, one last parallel comparison. Did we get that? Last, okay. All right, I will give you like a 2-minute break real quick, and then we'll jump back into math to make sure that we get all of our questions answered. So we're gonna stop and we'll take another quick break.